All right, what up? So welcome to another video. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 issues that I have faced when growing my business. So some issues that I faced at the start, what I learned, how I got through them, some issues that I faced in the middle when trying to grow and expand, and then kind of where I'm at now, the issues that I'm facing and everything that I've learned along the way. Gonna plug some books that you guys can read that have helped me through these, and then just give as much value, transparency as always as I can to help you guys grow, get through these issues, or just learn more about business in general. So let's get into it. So the first one was just really knowing what to do and how to actually start. In this phase, it's so easy to get caught up by paralysis by analysis because there's so many different things you need to know. I didn't know how to start a business, how to market myself, how to put myself out there, connect with other people, social media, how to utilize it, the ins and outs of that. So for me, it was just all about getting as much information as possible. So reading as many books as I can, listening to as many podcasts, watching as many YouTube videos, and trying to reach out to as many people as I could that I knew were already doing what I wanted to do. Now, on the flip side of this, it's very easy to get caught up in trying to get too much information. So I was doing this while trying to get as much business experience as I could. So if you're a trainer, that's just trying to train as many people as you can. So getting knowledge, but also trying to apply it with your sessions, training as many people as you can, whether it's for free, putting yourself out there as much as possible. The more people that know you, the more people can do business with you. So for me, this was, like I said, reaching out to as many people that I knew that were already training, doing it at the level that I wanted to do it at, reaching out to local high school coaches, AAU programs, training anyone and anything just to get my foot in the door. Now there's the total opposite of this where you're just getting as much information as possible, but you're not actually putting yourself out there. You're never gonna have all the information possible. So again, I've said this in so many videos, just start, get the information, you're gonna figure it out along the way. Just don't get caught up by paralysis by analysis. Do one thing, get it done, figure it out, move on to the next thing, and just try to move as fast as you can, learn as much as you can, get as much experience as you go. So the second one is really differentiating yourself and narrowing down on a niche and kind of how you want to operate your business. So when I first started, I was trying to do everything, which is totally fine because you want to figure out which avenue you're best at, what you're most passionate about, right? So I was doing individual training, shooting, ball handling, group training, trying to do clinics, trying to also do the performance side at the same time. I was doing as much as I possibly can at first, which I think is really good. You can figure out what you want to do, but then you got to kind of specialize a little bit, figure out where your strengths are, and then use that to your advantage, right? You have to differentiate yourself, figure out what you can be the best at, right? And a book that I just recently read, which I will link in the description if you guys are interested in it, is Good to Great. Talks about what can you be the best in the world at or best in your respective category, and that's where you can excel, and that's how you're going to differentiate yourself, which is going to eventually bring you more business. So don't look at what everybody else is doing and try to be the same thing, or oh, they're on TikTok, I got to get on TikTok and being reactionary, or they're doing this, I got to do this. Figure out what your vision is, how you're going to differentiate yourself, figure out what your values are, and stay true to that, right? I've always wanted to do things my own way, not based on what everyone else is doing. So even just counting YouTube, right? I started out doing some vlogs. I didn't really see any other trainers doing vlogs, but that's how I wanted to do it because that's the direction I wanted to go. Also talking about business stuff, training and things like that. I don't really see that many trainers doing that, but that's the avenue that I wanted to go. So even if it's not popular, that's what everyone else is doing, that's how I want to do it. And I feel like how I can differentiate myself in a way. So really try not to just follow the crowd and be reactionary based on what everyone else is doing. Figure out your little niche, how you're going to operate your business, how you're different, and stay true to that. Now, the third phase for me was creating multiple streams of income. Now, for me, the way I actually figured out, okay, I need to create multiple streams of income was I just wrote down on a piece of paper what I want my major goal to be with my business. Now, when I did that, I wrote, okay, this is how much money I need to make. I just immediately realized I can't do this with just training. I can't do this with just in person because you realize your time is very limited, right? So as you grow, you can only be in so many places at so many different times. So even if I have 20 to 30 kids at one time in one place, that's as much as I can really do. I can't be in 2 different places at the same time. So my income is limited to how many kids I can have per hour. So once you realize, okay, if I want to make X amount of money, I need to have money coming in from a bunch of different angles, not just when I'm working. So once I realized this, I'm like, okay, how can I provide more value, right? That's the biggest thing when you want to create more streams of income. Is how can I provide more value? Not just how can I make more money, where can I provide my service? And the other thing is how can I do this within my core values, like we just talked about, having your niche, being different, and staying true to how you want to operate. You can't just create a bunch of different streams of income on a bunch of different random different things, because it's not going to help you build in the long term, right? It's not true to how you want to operate, to your niche, and how you're different than everybody else. I realized, okay, I want to create an online program so that way I can do and train as many different people as I want from anywhere in the world, while still also being able to train in person. So once I realized that, boom, got to work on that. Also, okay, YouTube, that can be another stream of income. I can definitely provide a lot of different value, like I said, in the way that I feel like is best for my business for the long term. And eventually that will turn to a good source of income. So really for me, it was just figuring out, writing down what my end goal was gonna be, really realizing I needed to create multiple streams of income. How can I provide value within what I already want to do, and how I want to provide that value. So the fourth thing is really hiring and adding other people to the team, realizing you can't do everything yourself. For most businesses, right, the first couple of years, you try to do everything yourself. For me, it was filming, editing, training every single person, scheduling every single person. And then again, eventually you get to a point where you can't keep growing because you reach a maximum time limit, right? We only have 24 hours in a day. But when we can add people to our team, hire other people, have other people working for us, we increase the amount of time we have each day, right? Because I have 24, but the person I hire also has 24. And then the person that I hire after that also has 24. So we're leveraging, we're able to utilize more time. And you can also find someone who's better than you at that service, right? So for me, it's editing, things like that. I can be good at it, but I'm not gonna be great at it, and it doesn't help me grow my business in the long term. So one of the major books that really helped me with this, there's been multiple, but Who Not How is a fantastic book. It just talks about, I need to be able to do this. It's not about how can I do this, but who can do this for me or help me do this. So once I read that book, really helped me do that, trying to speed up the process of getting other people hands-on. That's gonna help me grow my business the fastest, because like I said, finding people who are better at it is just gonna be able to provide more value in that area faster, and then I can focus more of my time on where it's best service within the business. And number 5 is making the business more than just about yourself. So again, this can differ depending on your business, but for training, it's like, okay, everything's centered around me. Like I said, I'm always the one on the camera, I'm always the one training. But eventually getting it to a point where it's not just me, I'm not just the face of it, there's other people who train, there's other people who provide value, and that's gonna be able to, number one, make the business bigger, but also be able to take my hands off a little bit, give me more freedom, so I'm not required for everything. Because if it's just you, if the business is just focused around you, like we said, you're doing everything, your hands in absolutely everything, you don't really have a business, you have a job. Once you can get it to operate without you, number one, you're able to grow your business faster, you're able to provide more value, but also have more freedom, right? That's most of the time what we use a business for, right? We wanna have financial freedom, we wanna have time freedom, right? Where we don't always have to be at a job. But if you're the only person working, most of the time, you're stuck, because every time you wanna make money, you need to be there. But once you can create it, like I said, to the point where other people are working for you, other people are providing value, you're able to make more money, increase your impact, and like I said, have more freedom. So that's the goal of having a business. It's not just being about you, it's being bigger than just you. And once you can get it to that point, like I said, you're gonna have a lot more benefits, and you're not stuck to the business every single day. So over the years, this is a lot of the stuff that I have learned is totally game changer. If I learned this from day one, I already knew this, would have been huge. So if you guys are just starting out, implement this stuff ASAP. All of the stuff that I've been talking about, like I said, those 2 books were pretty good. Definitely helped me a lot. There's way more books that I've read that have helped me, which are on the Mastery Hoops coaching platform, which I've talked about before. Putting all the information on there, all the little details, things I've learned, social media, how to get your name out there, all that kind of stuff. We talk about how to get more clients, all that kind of stuff. All the things that I've already learned, gone through. We're trying to put as much knowledge on there for trainers, skill developers that we possibly can. So if you guys are interested in that, again, link in the bio. If you're interested in those 2 books, also link below. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. That's the only way you're going to get this knowledge and get the right information to grow your business. That's what's worked for me. It's gonna help you speed up the process, help you guys be more effective and have a more efficient business. So appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, like a certain part of it helped you guys, comment below, would really appreciate it. Like, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Got a lot more videos coming. Summer of Sacrifice coming in about a month. So be on the lookout for that. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys in another video soon.